Hello, folks. I'm going to give you a quick review of my fiance's pistol that I bought her. It is going to be a Ruger LC9S. There, the S designation means that it's stainless here on the slide here. As you see on this particular firearm, there's a lot of decorative, like engraving in this area and so forth. And this firearm, the LC9, which I forgot to mention that it is in 9mm caliber, comes with a different type of patterns that are on it. You can get this in purple with speckled, green, dark earth, etc., pink. You can get a lot of different color schemes for this, and it's basically marketed to women just like Smith & Wesson did with the Lady Smith handgun series. One of the things I need to tell you about is when I bought this for her, she had a few problems, and I'm just going to get to those in a moment. I just want to show you how this works. One thing about this is, if you notice here is your that's going to be your safety, your slide release, your takedown lever. And the thing about this is right now, that lever, that safety lever, kind of works like a 1911. So this will prevent the slide from moving. What you would have to do is, it's funny that a 1911 works like you flip it up and down. This works in the reverse. So this will leave the gun in the fire position. But if you notice, you can't pull the trigger at all. So what you would have to do, similar to the old series of the 59 Smith & Wesson 5900s and 6900s, is you would have to use, this is a dummy magazine that they give you for training purposes from Ruger. What you would have to do is you have to put this in, and this is the only way that this gun is going to fire from this if you have a round in a chamber. This is the only way it's going to fire if this magazine is in place. The original magazine is elsewhere at this time. I just wanted to show you this with the safety mag here because there's this gun has been previously safety checked. What's interesting is it has that Glockish like trigger like the other firearms that Glock has, and everybody else has been pretty much copying that scissor look. And you have pretty decent sights here that are 3-dot sights. Now, this is my fiance's target, but she was firing pretty much all around this area, not as accurate. She couldn't get it centered and had a couple of other issues. Like I said, this is not her target. But when I fired this particular firearm, I was getting anywhere, let's say within the 8 ring, and anywhere in the 8 ring, somewhere around there. And those were pretty good shots from being only from 3 to 5 yards. A couple downfalls with this firearm is, from what I see, is when she was trying to fire this firearm, she had problems with the slide. And when she was trying to rack the slide, it's because when you're dealing with a gun that's compact, usually the slide springs and guide rods are the spring compression is really tight. I'm on my Galaxy Note 5 filming this with one hand, so I can't really show you. So it's taken me a lot of force to pull this slide back. So what I did for her to have a compromise is to point it kind of like gangster style, and then kind of use 2 fingers to pull it, slide back so it can pop forward and to chamber that round. She was not really comfortable with it because either the hand strength, and the other issue was because of these engravings right here, over here, if your hands were perspiring or whatnot, it would slip. Even with these serrations right here, it would slip. So any guys that are looking to buy their girlfriend or fiance this particular firearm, I would recommend that you would get the regular LC9 because it wouldn't have this shiny, slippery material. And make sure you have her tested out at the store. see if she can pull those back. It's these, like I said, for a compact gun, it is kind of slippery to pull these slides back, and the spring is very pretty much tough. Us guys, we don't have too much of a problem with it because we've been shooting for some time, but it is kind of tough for a female to deal with, and maybe a little extra training would help. So she's going to try to stick with this. It is a good firearm. I've seen in ads and elsewhere that some police departments, their officers are carrying these as ankle holster guns. And a lot of people carry these for off duty because it's nice and compact, especially for summertime. You don't have to worry about a lot of printing from this particular firearm. And like I said, it shoots very well for a gun of its size. And pretty much am impressed with it. But for a female, the key thing is with training, and watch when you get anything that's decorative on this firearm. I don't think I missed anything, but from what I see here, it's the three dot sight system is good. I think the takedown for this gun is a little bit tough. You might have to use a tool, if I believe, but I don't remember what was in the manual, but I know this is part of the takedown procedure, and you might have to use a tool internally, but for the most part, you just want to keep this clean, lubricated, and so forth. But for Ruger to make a gun this compact that shoots decently, I think it was a good job. And it's a good alternative if you don't want the girth of a Glock. Like some of the Glock are now making slim frames, but this is pretty good for a gun. I didn't even measure this. I'm just going to go by guesstimation. I'm going to say it's roughly about an inch, if that. And like I said, it's a good gun to basically carry. A little snappy, but with a little bit of wrist control, grip control, you'll be able to have your girlfriend or fiance get a little more confidence with this firearm, because that's what Ruger is doing. Ruger is marketing this firearm to women, and it seems like a lot of women are buying these. So I just wanted to keep that as a short review on this. Like I said, I fired it, I liked it, and hopefully if I like it, maybe your fiance or somebody will like it, or have a good time with this as a plinker or self defense gun. So at this point, I'm just gonna cut it off. Any questions or comments? Feel free to contact me.